yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't know, it's a vibe. Don't know, it's a vibe. Don't know, yeah. Don't know, it's a vibe. Don't know, it's juice poured up, and I know it's a vibe. Like rolling with a man, vibe. Said I need more drink inside of me, like bring more cup. Cause right now it's a vibe. Don't know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't know, yeah. Don't know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't know, it's a vibe. Don't know, it's a vibe. Don't know, yeah. Don't know, it's a vibe.
Big up top Spurs fans near and far. It's another episode of Creative Chest. And this week there's going to be a lot of chess being shown. We know that there's a lot of our Arsenal cronies. I don't expect to have an Arsenal representative in the chat because they're out there shaking their bum somewhere in London because they slapped up Sheffield United, but there's nothing to be gassed about. But we will be joined by my guy Imran. Onome should be touching base. Footballbantz should be touching base. Trap should be touching base. BT is already in the building. Man, I don't know if you're touching base, but big up to you. And yeah, but before we get into it tonight, let me just big up to everyone in the chat real quick. Arsenal Manic, City Guy, man, everyone. Look, those of you that have seen it, how could you lose £100 bet to Lawless? The reason why I lost £100 is because I'm ready to go out on a limb. I'm ready to speak with chest. And I feel that West Ham is as dusty as Tutankhamun's coffin. I weren't expecting them to win a single game in their next 6 games. And this dusty team, Moyes has been playing my videos in their training ground because these clowns managed to get a win against Everton when I didn't see it coming, and they managed to get a win against Brentford. So I'll be paying Lawless his £100 next week, Wednesday, as I'm not in the country as of next couple of days. So I will be doing that. So yes, Imran, big up to you, my bro. Missed you. I hope everything and the personal life has been settled and you're settling in. So big up to you. How you been, Imran? And then I'm going to go to DT.
Yeah, man. Big up, everyone. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just had a bit of a house move. So yeah, man. I've just been busy with that last couple of weeks. I'm back again. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's talk about football. Seriously.
Yeah, let's do it, man. And congratulations.
I was actually messaging what's he called? Traps. I said, Traps, you join this thing? Are you joining this stream? And he said, nah. He goes, I can't be bothered, man. Well, you're not gonna feel bothered after this one.
He knows. Traps knows. He saw what happened to his club on the weekend. They let us down, but hopefully we will see some movement. Big up to you, DT. You know, DT is shameless. I have to just say, because this brother is texting me during Villa's game. Why are you texting me when Villa's playing? Now, I don't give a damn about Villa. You know what I'm saying? But this guy wants to troll me in the WhatsApps or online. Big up to you. Thank you for turning up. How you been?
I'm well, man. Doing really well. Yeah, I'm just letting you know because you know that match is coming up at Villa Park, so I'm just letting you know that you better be ready. So yeah, feeling confident.
Mate, I'm gonna. By the time I finish with you in the next 45 minutes, I'm gonna wipe that snot off your face. But my bro, Footballbantz in the building. Look, you're probably gonna be coming with the most chest tonight because obviously your team has literally just finished wiping the floor with Sheffield United. So I don't know if there's any point asking you, but you know, in the purpose that equality and all of that, equality and diversity, we will ask you tonight. How you doing, mate? How you been?
I'm good, you know, bro. You know, just another 3 points on the board. You know,
Look at this.
Another team dusted off. Yeah, I know it's a Sheffield United rubbish, but you've got to beat who's in front of you. And yeah, man, I'm loving all these. What's that? Is that 3 over 5 goals in a row?
I think so.
So far, I think we've broken a record tonight. I think, and I think Sheffield United has as well. So
Yeah,
we just got to keep going, man.
that's cool. That's cool. If you're talking of records, I just want you to know that Tottenham have scored a goal in the last 38 games. So we overtook your record of 36 over the weekend. So I'm just putting it out there if you want to start doing records and shaking your bum. All right, look, let's get into it. Let's talk about the obvious. Imran, I'm going to throw this at you and I'm going to throw it at DT because we already know where Footballbantz. Imran, we missed you last week because we asked the question, should we be taking Arsenal a little bit more serious? Because for me, okay, they beat Burnley, they beat West Ham, they've stacked up Sheffield United. These are all teams that we shouldn't really be getting happy about. But at the same time, they do look like they're purring, whereas you guys are looking a little bit suspicious. I mean, you done well against Manchester United yesterday, and we'll get into that. But prior to that, your performance against Bournemouth left a lot for us to be desired. Let's just be real. Are you panicking? Maybe panicking is too strong a word, but are you looking over your shoulder and maybe giving Arsenal a little bit of respect right now?
I think, look, those are two separate questions. I think I don't think they both deserve the same answer. I think Arsenal, based on how they performed last season and how close they are in the title race this season, even if they were to fall off, you still have to give them that respect and that they deserve, man, because they've got to this point of the season, even if it's last 10 games, and it doesn't look like they're falling off anytime soon. So yeah, I'll give them respect. I give them respect last season. I just had belief in us last season, which obviously took us through to win the title. So yeah, that's the first bit. About feeling suspect and not having confidence in my club. Look, remember last time I spoke to you, nothing's changed. My confidence is still the same. At the end of the day, it's about 3 points, registering those 3 points every game. Getting there one game at a time. Yes, we don't look like we've clicked yet the way we should be. But however, we're doing it even whilst we're playing poor. We did it even whilst KDB was out. We did it whilst Haaland was out. We've been doing it ever since. And we're still there. We're still 1 point behind Liverpool. So you can't say that I shouldn't have any confidence in my team, or I should feel that they're a little bit suspect. Even if we're not playing well, we're still getting those points at the moment. But however, we've still got time to click, and we can still get that next gear. And if you look most of the time, like let's say Bournemouth, whoever it is, they score a goal, or whoever scores a goal against us, you can see straight away we go for that. We click that gear higher, which we really need, and we tend to then go on and do our business. Yeah. So
can I chime in there, Imran? Can I just chime in there? 100%. I get what you're saying, yeah, but I must say that teams do not take their chances against you guys. Bournemouth, you could have easily drawn that game. Any of those players, yeah, like who's their forward? What's his name? Solanke and Semenyo or whatever. Any of those guys would have taken their chances. It could have been a draw, but you won. But you still won. That's what I'm saying. You guys are still.
How many times do Liverpool look like they're gonna the player gets through on goal, and then they just see Alisson in goal, and then that's it. They just shoot a brick, and they've not finished their chance. So I think it's partly occasion as well. But look, we say that teams don't take their chances, but if you look at conversion rates against us, if you really look deep into it, we concede in a lot of our chances that when it does get through, when the ball does get through on goal. United one shot on target, goal. And if you look at our record, we missed a lot of chances. We have been missing a lot of chances, right? We have 27 shots on target and we've scored 2 goals or something like that, or 3 goals. But this is a recurring trend. You'll see this happening regularly. Whereas on the opposite side, on our defensive side, you'll see 1 or 2 shots and they've scored a goal. So 50% conversion rate. It seems to be better conversion rates on our defensive side than it is us scoring goals up front. Oh, look, at the end of the day,
No, sorry, Imran, just to cut you, because I know we're going to get into it in a bit more detail, but I just want to just get your views on Arsenal, and then we're going to Footballbantz, we're going to dissect Man City, we're going to dissect Villa, we're going to dissect my club, Spurs. You know, just finishing off, Imran, on your point about Arsenal, you're saying it is what it is, they're doing their thing, but there's nothing for us to be, there's nothing, you ain't really seen anything different to last year. And I think someone in the chat at AFC always said Arsenal this time are actually technically at this stage 5 points worse off than last year. So no one should start getting excited and be shaking their bum. Is that what you're saying, Imran?
Not exactly. I think I'm not worried if that's what you're asking. But at the same time, look, we need to concentrate on ourselves and trying to perform as well as we can. So that's the first bit. But obviously with Arsenal, look, they seem to be getting in a rhythm. They are banging these goals in. I mean, goals that they didn't at this stage of the season. They weren't scoring like this so freely. So it could be that they are getting into this rhythm for the final 10 games. But then at the same time, don't forget the final 5-6 games you guys have got are probably the toughest from Liverpool and City as well. So for us, our next 4 games are the tough 4 games, and that's the ones we need to get through. We get through them, and I think that's it. I can tell you we won the league after those 4 games. But however, I do think they're going to be very tricky. I don't have the confidence that we'll win at Anfield, and there's a reason for that. Just like I've been saying to you, that City have been giving me reason to believe in themselves every season. They've also given me the reason to believe that we can't do it at Anfield, and we haven't. We've not beaten Anfield, beaten Liverpool at Anfield for what last 20 odd years, except for that one COVID season. So look, it is a tough place to go. We have got a sort of a mental block. However, we did go to Spurs, and we did get over the hoodoo at Spurs as well. Although it wasn't a league game, we did manage to do that. So yeah, I'm not reading too much into it, but you can do things like this.
That's cool.
Give a bit of confidence.
No, that's cool. Look, DT, I need to come to you because you're Villa, and in theory, let's just be real. Whether people like it or not, you are breathing down on the top 3. You are breathing down. 55 points at this stage in the season is a respectable return for any club. 100%. I will shake my bum for that. From the outside looking in, do Arsenal look like the real deal? I think that's the question we're asking right now.
So you can't ignore what they're currently doing. The amount of goals they're scoring, the way they seem to be moving, you can't deny that they're currently on form, as it were, but it's not something we haven't seen from them. So I think they're beating teams they should. Villa ourselves, we went to Sheffield, we slapped them up 5-0. So if you're going to talk about Arsenal doing 6, we're doing the same. So there's a couple of things that I think they're doing that's giving them a bit of confidence and a bit of chest, but the acid tests are coming really soon. So that's where we'll find out where a lot of these teams are. Same with that Liverpool Man City game. All of these teams have still got to come to Villa as well. And I think if we're still, if we're getting a couple of players back, I can see us, making some noise in that those top areas. So yeah, I'll say watch out. Don't write us off.
You might got to come to the Emirates.
I don't know about the rest of the panel, but this Villa 5 minutes of fame is starting to piss me off, to be honest with you. Because the matches that these Villa fans are talking with, it's crazy. But I have to sit here and take this crap because they're up there.
Yeah, let me just ask a question here, right? Check this out. I mean, I don't know about yourself with Arsenal. Do you feel like you've got a bit of pressure there behind you with Arsenal, with Villa, like breathing down your back? Do you feel that at all? I mean, I don't feel that at all. That I've got to think about Villa.
Fair.
The only thing I'm looking at is Liverpool at the moment. Seriously, and I'm sure that's what the Arsenal fans are doing. They're looking at Liverpool and City. Are you looking back by any chance? I don't
personally no, but I personally no, not really. But I know all it takes is a couple of losses and Villa a couple of wins, and they're up there. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe not as title contenders, but you know, there's still a possibility that they can catch us. So yeah, it was only like before this game, I was like, wow, Villa's 3 points behind us, you know. They're only 3 points behind us. Obviously, we got the superior, but obviously we got a superior goal difference. But yeah, all it takes is a couple of losses and them to win a couple of games, and then it's like that. It's definitely like
a couple of weeks ago, you know, we lost to Man United. The gap was like 5 points. I was getting worried as well. Look at it now. A couple of weeks later, 11 points behind. So a lot of things can happen over a couple of weeks. And I think if Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City start taking points off each other, we just need to creep on in behind. And as Imran's saying, they're not worried. So they can carry on doing their business and we'll just come in and sneak in behind them. So yeah, let's...
But you've got to come to our grounds though, innit? You've got to go City and Arsenal ground.
But and we've got to play Spurs this weekend at their ground. And I'm not believing any of this crap, any of this hype about Villa and their ground. Tottenham will go there and we will do our thing this weekend, and then you don't start respecting.
Clip that.
So we think that Arsenal. So really, what I've heard tonight is, despite what Arsenal have done in the last 3 or 4 games, it's still Arsenal basically, which is we're unsure whether this is a legitimate improvement to last season, or is it a little bit like a hot air balloon where these guys huffing and puffing, but really at the end of the day, they're going to let off or they're going to let us down. So we're not too sure. So no one's going to shake their bum for Arsenal. So I want to move quickly now into City. Imran, you started this off, but I'm going to let Onome start this and then we'll get into it. Onome, I was talking about City and I was saying to Imran that I'm not convinced. And Imran said, well, Deji, you know, we're second, a point behind Liverpool, and we ain't really played well. We ain't clicked. And I was looking Imran right in his eye, and he started looking away because he could feel the tension coming from me, which was that at what point are you going to click with only 12 games left? That's the first question. When's it going to click? Is it going to click? And aren't you slightly concerned that if you got, for me, if the engine light comes on in the vehicle, the orange light or the red light, you can't keep driving. It needs to get checked. You keep driving with the red light on, guess what? The engine's going to blow up. And could it be that the engine might blow up if you don't fix this thing? Because 12 games to go, the season done already, in my opinion. It's done. Now we're just about to see who's got the stamina. So Onome, please, with some objectivity, we know that you're a City fan and you shake your bum for them disgracefully, but set us off.
Proudly.
Are you expecting something, or is this what we're going to get from City from now to the end of the season? Because if this is all you're giving us, it's pretty dusty, to be honest with you. Pretty dusty, like Carmen's coffin.
You call it pretty dusty, but we're just playing normal, and we're chilling, and we're still where we are. That's just to tell you how much this team is just set in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of teams will be proud of what we're doing right now and call it like, oh my God, this is amazing. Right? But for us, it's just normal. It's just the machine is just the machine is just on. The machine is just running. That's all it is. Now, if you want a job done, you got to get the job done yourself. We ain't gonna send no whatever to do a job for us. We've got to play Liverpool this weekend and Arsenal at the end of the month, right? We'll talk again when those 2 games are done. Because I tell you this now, beat both of them, you win the league. It's as simple as that. So, and I won't put it past us. Sorry, and I wouldn't put it past us to beat both of them.
Can I just pause? I don't like interrupting people's flow because I'm a strong advocate for flow because I'm a rapper. in my spare time, and that's a poor joke. You said beat Liverpool, beat Arsenal, and job done.
Yes.
I want to propose to you. What happens if you don't beat them? Then what happens? What happens if you don't win those 2 games?
Well, we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose those games. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose to Arsenal. We're not going to lose to Arsenal at the Etihad. That's for sure. We're not going to. We've not lost. We've not lost in a year and 3 months in the Etihad. So we're not about to start losing games and be losing to Arsenal at the Etihad. So forget that. You can tick that one off the list. Forget that. We're not losing to Arsenal.
Crazier things have happened though.
Let them be crazy.
I mean,
Couldn't care less. Couldn't care less.
You drew with a pretty dusty Spurs team at the Etihad. I don't know why you're thinking the Etihad is some sort of fortress, because it's not. You guys have been
because the best of the best have been there. The Bayerns and the Real Madrids have been there and they got whooped. So forget that.
Let's not talk about European.
So forget that. We're not losing at the Etihad to Arsenal. We're not losing at the Etihad to Arsenal.
Okay.
I can tell you that. I can tell you that with my chest. We're not losing at the Etihad to Arsenal.
All right. Can I just quickly bring in Imran, fellow Man City supporter, goes to all the games. Imran, look, this is another City fan. Is he delusional, or do you have the same sentiment?
I'm not gonna say that we guaranteed to win. You're not guaranteed to win any game, so I'm not gonna say that. However, he's right that we have got a good record at home, and it's an undefeated record. It's not a winning record, but it's an undefeated record. Don't forget, Rodri, he's played 59 games undefeated, right? That's the type of form that we currently have. Playing with this guy and also playing at home. We've been really good. So it's gonna be tough for Arsenal to come there. And don't forget, they're not coming and playing like Chelsea did, sit back and hit on the counter. Arsenal are quite an open team, and those are the type of teams that we like to play against. The open teams. Those are the teams that really benefit our style of play. It's the ones that come and set up shop. Really, like, okay, we're gonna sit back, we're gonna make it difficult for you, and we'll try to get you on the couple of breaks that we'll make through the game. We're just gonna frustrate the hell out of you, and that seems to be like the ones where we've struggled at times. I wouldn't say the full season, but at times we've had those types of struggles. But Arsenal definitely play into our tactics and in the way we play. So I'd still be confident that we can beat them at home. Obviously, it is a home fixture. It's the Liverpool one, as I said before. That's the tough one.
Even though they've got players missing, though, they got a bag of players missing.
Do you know what it is? Just the way I said that Arsenal play into the way we that we like. We play into the way Liverpool like to play. They like to play their counter-attacking football. We play our high line. They expose it every single season. No matter how badly they're playing, they just need a couple of breaks. They score, and that's it. And it's a draw. I actually had twice last 2 seasons. They've been really poor against us, but they've still managed to get a draw against us. So it's going to be tough. We have to be on our A game, and I'm not saying it's impossible. We can win. We can go there and win, but it's a tough ask.
Yeah, big up. Bantz, I mean, obviously, Footballbantz, you know, thank you, Imran. Arsenal, you're on their tail, you're a point behind. From what you've seen of them, is it same old City, or do you think they're there for the taking? I guess is the question to you. And then me and DT will give you our view from below.
Listen. I got enough respect for, City, bloody champions of Europe, champions of Premier League, triple, 4 Ps, whatever you want to call it, 5 seasons, whatever. However, your reign, at some point has to come to an end. I don't care how good you are, we are coming to the Emirates to do something. Sorry, to Etihad to do something. And I have to say that with chest, because it's not based off how we're playing at the moment. I'm not basing it off that. I'm basing it on what Imran said about the styles. Yeah, the styles of play. I believe we can outscore you guys at your ground. Yeah, we've already proved it at the Emirates that we can beat you. Okay, you didn't have Rodri, but do you know what? So what? You know, you're Man City. You should be able to play without Rodri. Yes, you'll have Rodri back for this game, but I haven't been convinced. I haven't been convinced with you at home. And there's been teams that have been playing you that have been sitting back and not taking their chances. I believe Arsenal will come to the Etihad and will take their chances. Yeah. The thing is, we will be in that game. Yeah. Win, lose or draw, we will be in that game. And I believe firmly that we can get something out of that game.
I mean, there's some fight talk here. There's some chest pumping, and I like to see it. And obviously, that's what you get from an Arsenal fan when they've just won 6-0. So you're going to get a lot of chest from.
You sounded a bit like
That's
Robbie
Sheffield
there.
United, though, man.
No,
That's
Robbie
Sheffield
outside
United.
the Etihad. You sounded a bit like that bit of the talk you just give there, bro.
Bro, we've beaten you twice this season already, bro. Why should we fear you? I don't get the fear of Man City. Yeah, Man City are a great.
You don't need to
team,
fear
but
us. You don't need to
we
fear
don't
us.
fear you,
Nobody
bro.
doesn't fear
We
us.
don't fear you. You're a great team.
We're not asking you to fear us.
You're coming somewhere where you haven't won.
Why
How
should
long?
I fear you?
How many seasons have you not won at the Etihad?
We're talking about this season, brother, not last season. We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about this
you're
season.
still coming somewhere.
talking
Or
about this
you're
season.
acting like you
Listen,
can beat any team
what's
in the world
this?
right now.
What is this program called? Repeat what this program is called. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying it with chest. We're coming to your ground to upset the apple cart. Yeah, you understand that meaning? Yeah.
I'm glad these
Yeah,
games are
I'm
not too
glad
far
you're hearing it.
apart. I'm
So
glad
am
these
I.
games are
I'm
not too
looking
far in the
forward.
future.
Listen,
They're coming
we
soon.
want to play you now, tomorrow. We want to play you now. This is the best time to play you, man.
Wow, I love it.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember
I'm not
this
fearing
talk,
none
and
of
then they
you,
played
man.
Porto.
Listen, I will be here, win, lose or draw, bro. It doesn't matter.
I remember last year they blamed you on the Queen's death, didn't they? Said that game was postponed because the Queen died and it was a public holiday, and if they played us then, they would have beat us.
Going back. Let's focus on the next couple of weeks. You've got Liverpool first. You have to do something at Liverpool first, and then you play us. It's as simple as that.
I just personally think we're going to beat Liverpool this season. To be honest, I think we're going to beat them.
That's up to you.
Onome speaks with a lot of chest, but Imran was kind of, and it's good to have both of you on because sometimes, you know, it's good to get kind of two different perspectives from the City fan base. Imran was a little bit more cautious. He was saying, "Look, that's the one ropey game." Well, I'm not quite.
I talk with chest when it comes to league title. Yeah.
Well, I'm not
and
understanding.
I talk with chest right from the start. I've told you, individual games, it doesn't matter. I talk with chest when it comes to league titles.
Yeah, but obviously, with only 12 games to go, every game that you drop points is a vital point dropped, surely. And for me, what I'm slightly concerned about, Imran, less from Onome, is that this Liverpool team's full of injuries, man. Like, really,
yeah.
You should be pumping high. Look, if
they've got Salah and Nunes coming back, haven't they?
Playing Liverpool this weekend,
back.
I'd be licking my lips. I'd be putting the apple crumble in the oven, and I'd be running down to Tesco.
I am licking my lips, to be honest. I am.
Yeah, but just like no one beat City, no one don't beat Liverpool at Anfield as well. So do you know what I mean? It's the same kind of thing, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
But if there's one team that can do it, it's us.
That's why.
I suppose. But when's the last time you beat them?
Yeah.
When's the last time you beat them at Anfield?
It's been a minute. They don't. I mean, Onome does this thing where
most likely a draw, isn't it? Usually
he's talking with some fake chest in a way because you've not beaten Liverpool. You've not beaten Liverpool at Anfield in yonks.
Nah, man, we beat them.
The way that you're playing this season.
3 seasons ago, bro.
We beat them 3 seasons ago. The COVID. It was the COVID season.
COVID season.
We were all suffering from COVID that season.
Hey, a win is a win. You asked me when we beat them. I said 3 seasons ago.
7-2. That we beat Liverpool 7-2. Don't forget about that. So, you got them receipts.
DT, quickly, just as a Villa fan, is it the same old Man City doing what they do, or are you seeing there's a little bit of chink in their armor?
So I've actually watched quite a few City games recently, just out of interest, and I honestly feel like they're quite complacent. There's there's a bit of that, what's the word, arrogance, a bit like how these guys are on the podcast. They're like, yeah, I'm not worried, it's nothing. And that arrogance, I think, is gonna catch up with them because they play so chilled, a bit like the
That's
Man
how we've always
United
played.
game. And there's reason to be like that, Obviously, you guys have been winning for a while, but I think that treble is starting to make you guys feel some type of way
Invincible.
where everything's
Not at
like,
all.
you know what, it's
Not at all.
gonna come. And I think it might come back to bite you in the ass. I think you might just become a bit too complacent, and you'll go and get shocked by some random team like Brentford or someone random like that, or Fulham. The way that Man United is getting slapped up, it will come like that, and you guys won't see it coming. And I think we should clip this because I can just see it. You guys won't expect it. It will be some dead team that will come and mess it all up for you guys. But I mean, I could just be talking rubbish. But
And to be honest, just adding to that, and to be honest, let's be real, Imran and Onome, you guys were panicking yesterday. It's all well and good that you got it done, but when Rashford scored that banger, you were panicking. I swear, man. At one stage, I was thinking,
I'll let him go first.
United might get a result here.
It's that second chance he had when he went to
I'll let
run
him
through
go
and goal.
first.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Header. If he
had buried
Bro, I was
that,
there.
I
I
don't
was
care.
there.
still would have lost
Stadium.
though. He still would have beaten though.
Bro, I was there at the stadium,
Yeah.
and at no point was I worried in that game. Seriously, I have to say there was no point I was worried in that game. They've scored a goal. It's like, right, okay, it's happened. We'll get back into this game. That's not
United are dusty.
Seriously, come on, man. We dominated that first half. They had that one chance. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. You got to watch the game to see what's going on, not just see the live score and go, oh, United won 1-0 up and they 1-0 up at halftime. That means that we were panicking and that. I wasn't worried about it. Listen, they scored that goal really early, so early that there was only one thing coming and one thing that was going to happen to them. Their legs were going to be gone. Watch United in the next game, they're going to be even tired. Have you not noticed that when a lot of teams play against City, in the next game, they're still tired from the City game? Literally. Like their legs were gone. Johnny Evans was literally falling off. Like their legs were absolutely gone. They couldn't run anymore. So I wasn't even worried about that game. Like we were still playing our ball, and Phil Foden, the monster just came out in him. Like if you notice our team, right, every season, and this is the thing about City that people don't really notice. Every season we have like a star, somebody that kind of says, this is my season. And every player is humble enough to respect whoever that is, no matter who you are. It could be Gundogan, it was Mahrez one time, it was Gundogan, it was every player is humble enough to respect us. So when you tell me about, oh, we're complacent or whatnot, that's not what I see. What I see is a team that is together and respecting and saying, you know what, this is Phil's moment. Phil, you're the one that's gonna actually do this. So they give him the ball every time. Gundogan that season, when I remember that game against Tottenham, when Sanchez dived with his head down like he was about to jump into a swimming pool. If you remember that goal, that goal? Yeah, but you remember that? Yeah, there was memes about it. There was like prayers about it. There was all sorts about it. It was disgusting. But yeah, Gundogan that season, Mahrez another season. Every season we have somebody that stars for us and says, no, we're not going to rest. We're not going to allow this title to just be. Even the game against Chelsea, Rodri's like, you're not going to just let my undefeated record just go just like that. So he took upon himself to say, I'm getting the equalizer. So all this what complacent and all this stuff that is all in your heads. You're not just making it up. Whatever fits the narrative for you guys is what you're going to make up. Like Imran said, at the end of the season is the titles. We are guaranteed 2 trophies this season. Which 2 we win? It's up to you guys. But we're guaranteed 2 trophies. That's up to you guys.
Okay, just quickly now before we move on to Liverpool briefly. If you don't win the Prem, can we consider that Spursy?
No, because we won it 5 out of the last 6.
Yeah, but since you guys are shaking your bum, surely
Yeah.
you should be winning it every time.
We're
If you don't win
not going to win every time, are we?
is that a failure from Klopp?
So just
Klopp,
because we have confidence to win every season, and if we don't one season, you think that's a
That's a failure.
Or
Bro, Arsenal
being a
fans are
mistake,
saying
being a
that
mistake.
if Arteta doesn't get second or above,
Yeah,
he should be.
No. If he doesn't win the league, he can go, mate.
Arsenal don't even know what the league feels like.
He needs to go. So I'm saying if Pep don't win the league, what are you not saying?
Arsenal does not even know what the league. The last time Arsenal won the Premier League, I swear the trophy was different. I swear the trophy, the crown was gold or something. The trophy was different. It was a different color or something.
The point though you made,
so they don't even know. They don't even know what winning the league is. So I don't even know why they putting this pressure on themselves. They have no clue what winning the league is.
We've won the league before 3 times, bro. Yeah, Premier League.
Yes, I know that. That was 20. That was 25 years ago or something, right? I know that. I'm just saying the last time you won the league, the crown of the league was gold, right?
So what? It's still a league, isn't it? It's still in our
I'm just pointing out something. I'm just saying, like the pressure you guys put on your manager and your club, that if he doesn't win the league, he must go. What does he know about winning the league? What do you guys know about winning the league? Some guys are teenagers. Some guys have grown beard and stuff, and you might have won the league. So I don't know what this pressure is. Chill.
Let us have our expectations, and you have your expectations, innit? That's how we deal with stuff, innit? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say about that.
Like winding people up.
Cool. Look, all right, brilliant. So look, we've spoken about Arsenal. Arsenal are doing their thing. We will see what happens. Imran, Onome, I hope for you guys' sake that you guys are able to do something. But I foresee a bit like DT that there's going to be plenty twists and turns. I'm not convinced that City win the league. In fact, I will go out on a limb and say I don't think City win the league, but I can't tell you who's going to win the league. But I can tell you I don't think City's going to win the league. I'm not convinced by them just yet. Foden might be sourcing, but the team ain't really sourcing. And I think Man City are getting it over the line because of the fear factor. I think teams fear City and bend over backwards for them rather than they've gone out and actually, opened up and destroyed teams the way they need to. But look, that's just my opinion. You don't have to like it. Let's quickly just touch on Liverpool.
I like it. Just to end, I like that. I like that you're saying this stuff because I get this every season. Traps told me last season that run's not going to happen. That run's not coming this year. He said that to me. I've got the recording on my phone. That run is not coming this year. He said that. We get this every season, and I'm like, right, okay, that's fine. And we'll probably be wrong at the end, bro. That's how it is.
Hey, man, all I'm saying to you and Onome, just don't go hiding. Make sure you're available. Yeah, in case
always available.
Don't go hiding.
Always available.
No problem. All right, look, let's just briefly touch on Liverpool. Look, Liverpool, even with all their injuries, they're still up there. Imran is probably the only one who's kind of showed a little bit of concern or respect to Liverpool. He's saying, look, the one dodgy game for City is the Liverpool game. Onome, you've gone out.
Deji, I always show Liverpool respect. I'm always scared of them. I'm scared of them. You know that. But on this occasion, I got back my team.
So Liverpool. So Onome fears Liverpool. Imran fears Liverpool. So let me start with you, Bantz and DT, and then I'll come to the Man City guys. Bantz, should Liverpool be feared still? I guess is the question. We know they're up there. I'm seeing a lot of kids. For me, I'm seeing a lot of kids. I'm seeing a lot of injuries, and I'm thinking, this is the wrong time to be playing your kids, Liverpool. This is not the time. But obviously, things happen that can't be helped. And I'm thinking now, I'm expecting the fall off from this weekend. I expect City to slap up Liverpool simply because they just don't have the personnel available. Can we say bye-bye, ta-da, like Cilla Black to Liverpool starting from this weekend?
That's a good question. Liverpool with their kids, are still playing well, but it's Man City, isn't it? And that can be a very big task for them. that game could go either way, to be honest. You know what I look at? I look at both managers. Yeah, I look at the pedigree of both managers. You know, both managers are fighters. Both managers are killers. Both managers want to win that game. So taking out all the youngsters, youngster aspect for a moment, yeah, these men are gonna be riled up by Klopp for that game. So, you know, I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't think it's a full-on conclusion. You know, that City are going to go there and slap them up. You know, I just think this type of game, yeah, is going to be all about, you know, the mentality of both teams. You know, obviously Pep on his day, in it, when he wants to play mind games with Klopp, he can do his thing in it. But I just think this is going to be a really great game, and I can't call it, to be honest. I know they've got youngsters in their team, but they've also got Nunes and Salah coming back. Whether they're going to be, you know, on form, coming into form in that game is probably going to be a big ask. But you know, Salah's world class, as we know. Nunes on his day, you know, he can do his thing as well. And Liverpool are very unpredictable. City are class as well. You know, they know how to control games. You know, they know how to power over teams as well. So I can't call this game. You know, in all entirety, I cannot call this game. I think it's going to be a very good game for the neutral as well to watch.
Can I just add to that? That you know what? When I say we worry about Liverpool, it's not the kids that I'm worrying about. I'm sure some of those senior players are back. They're already back and they'll be in that team. They'll be in the starting 11. If he plays those kids that he played against Chelsea, then I'm not worried. We'll win that game. But I'm talking about with Salah back in the team. You know, with the midfielders back.
Sabozlai.
But yeah, you know, some of the more senior players are back. That's what we need to worry about. But if it's
even though they've been out injured, though, even though they've been out injured, would you still be worried about Salah that's been out injured?
You do, because at the end of the day, it's still out injured. I think it's still the occasion. I think sort of we've got a bit of mental block against them. That's probably what it is. Look, our chances are a little bit better than previous seasons because of, you know, how they are at the moment. But I'm just talking overall. I'm talking general when I talk about Liverpool. I'm not talking about their current non-injured players. You know, like the team that they play currently. I'm just talking about generally Liverpool. You know, it's tough to beat them. But if they play some of the players that have been playing over the last couple of weeks, then I think our chances are a lot better. To get something there.
Before I bring in DT and then Onome, I guess the point I wanted to make is this season is such a pivotal season. I talked about injuries playing a major factor and people shut me down, and we see it now. You know, with Tottenham missing, you know, pretty much our 11 best players, that's how we fell off top. I'm convinced if we didn't have that injuries and suspensions during the Chelsea debacle, we'd be up there singing a different hymn with you guys. And then Imran, you talked about the fact that Rodri wasn't at that game against Arsenal, saying that this one player makes a difference. Now, if we're going with that, and I hear what you're saying, you've done general, we respect Liverpool, this and that. But let's be real, the Liverpool team they're gonna field is not their top 11. I mean, look, the team they're gonna field, I'd be confident that Villa would get a result against them, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, for me, when you're missing one or two players at this stage with the big three, it makes a big difference. And I guess DT, you know, without me throwing any more shade at Villa, would you agree that maybe this weekend the humility that Imran is trying to show, there's kind of no need for that humility because we know that this is going to be an easy City win?
So while you were talking, I checked. Obviously, there's Europe this week. Man City got Copenhagen, and I think Liverpool going to Sparta Prague, so they're away. So I think that could actually play a bit of a factor as well. So there's a 3 days between those games. So if you're looking at who's got the easier kind of run up to it, Man City have, because they're at home as well.
I'm
So
3-1 up.
everything.
Anfield.
I'm
Anfield.
3-1 up.
So if you put those things into consideration, Man City are well placed to kind of go to Liverpool and give them a good beating. But it's that fear factor, isn't it? It's that fear of the unknown that I think catches people, which is why I was like, don't, if you sleep on them, if you get too overconfident and cocky, you might end up, finding a Darwin Núñez last minute header going in or something random. Because, I don't even think Liverpool have been that convincing. I thought they would end up drawing that game against Nottingham Forest, and then last minute they came up with something. But that's the kind of season they're having, With Klopp going, it seems to be kind of giving them a bit of that extra bit of, I don't even know what to call it, but just making them a bit more dangerous. Where in probably previous seasons, they might have just gone for a draw. Everyone seems to be stepping up a bit. So, I fully expect Man City to go there and give Liverpool a beating. But I also wouldn't be surprised at like a 2-2 draw or something with a Salah or Darwin Núñez. So a draw probably plays into Arsenal's hands, but time will tell.
I'm just not really feeling the way everyone's shaking their bums for Liverpool tonight. But Onome, go on. Let's hear what are your thoughts.
I think we're going to beat them this weekend. The injuries that they've had, they're not at full strength. You know what I mean? Even the players coming back from injury and stuff, they're not fully fit or fully there. I think we're going to run rings around them. I think we're going to beat them this weekend. I'm not too convinced about the goalkeeper in goal. Too much as well. I'm not too convinced. Yeah, I'm not too convinced about Keller as well. I'm not saying he's bad, but it's not Alisson. It's not Alisson. I'm more confident about Keller. You know what I mean? He's not Alisson. So, from that point of view, it's like us. If Ortega was in goal, it's not a bad keeper. It's a very good goalkeeper, but it's not Ederson. You know what I mean? So it changes something automatically. He's coming into this fixture as well, pretty much for the first time as well. I think we beat Liverpool. We go top, and I can't see a draw in this game. There's going to be a winner. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be a winner in this game. It's not the usual seasons where both teams are very tactical and go, you know what? You take your draw at home, we take our draw, and we'll go fight our battle somewhere else. Arsenal is breathing down the necks, so they know a draw is not good enough for both teams. Do you know what I mean? So there has to be a winner in this game, and I think it's going to be us. I really believe. I'm really confident. I do, echo what Imran said about Liverpool in general when we speak about Liverpool in general. But with this particular situation going on now, I think we beat this Liverpool team.
Can I just chime in there? Do you think that Klopp will rest some of his big players for the Man City game? Because
100%.
they have got they have got a decent defense when you look at it. They've got Robertson, they got Konate, they got Van Dijk, and they've got is it Bradley?
Yeah,
Bradley.
100% it will. 100% it will. What was it? What was it? I can't remember. I don't know what their first leg score is for them. I think their game is tight, isn't it?
What, Sparta? Prague.
Sparta.
Sorry. They haven't played them. This is the first leg, isn't it?
Is it the first leg?
That's the first leg. Are they away or home? Are they away or home?
They're away.
That's long.
Yeah, I think he rests some of his big stars, because if it's the first leg, they're away. He can do damage control away from home and come and play City and stuff, and then they'll sort it out at home when they come back. It's part of Prague as well. Like, come on, do you know what I mean? So
they're decent, aren't they? They're decent, aren't they?
I'm not saying they're not decent, but he can figure out a way to handle the situation away from home to say, you know what, we'll take a 1-0 defeat and come back to Anfield. Do you know what I mean? Or, we'll take a 1-1 draw, but I need to make sure that the priority game this weekend is City. So he's not going to risk any player that is kind of like, oh, Gaffer, I feel a little headache and I got to take paracetamol. You're like, no, rest for the weekend, because on that weekend, they need to be on point. Do you know what I mean? But for us, for example, that's why we celebrated our third goal so much, because we knew that, yes, that's blue waters for us.
You can play your Bobby guy. You can play your kids. You can play in between.
I would expect Kevin De Bruyne to be rested, for example. I would expect Kevin De Bruyne to be rested at the weekend because obviously he's come up from injury as well. He's played a couple of 90 minutes now. I would expect him to be rested for the week for midweek against the weekend. You know, so that changed. I would expect that one there. Rodri will still play because he didn't play the FA Cup game and stuff. But by 60 minutes, by 50 minutes, 55 minutes, you start to see our big names come off. They'll come in and do the job early enough. They'll come off and come and rest. But I'm really, really confident this weekend. And I just believe that Arsenal are not a threat to us at home, to be honest.
Fair. Look, we've spoke about it, and I think that's fair. And I think you've given all fair assessments about the top three sides. Like you said, let's see what happens this weekend. It's going to be really, really interesting. If City do win on the weekend against Liverpool, which I'm predicting, and it's not financial advice, then it becomes a two-horse race, really, between Arsenal and Man City. It pains me to say it, but it means that City and Arsenal are going for broke until the end of until they play each other. But
so you're saying Arsenal win the league?
Let's just say there's too many ifs and buts and ors. What's that?
Deji, you're saying Arsenal's winning the league then?
No, I'm saying that.
No. You said it's going to be a two-horse race, and then you also made a comment that City aren't going to win the league, according to you.
Yeah.
So if it's two-horse race and City who's going to win the league?
I'm just not. Do you know what it is? I'm just not buying that Man City going to win the league. I'm sorry.
So you're basically saying Arsenal.
Then you have to back Arsenal. Then you have to say Arsenal.
In that moment when they were explaining, you know, Onome was talking, DT was talking. In the moment, I was thinking, if Liverpool gets slapped this weekend by City, it could just be City Arsenal. I don't know, man. The whole bloody thing's confusing. I need this weekend to I need this weekend to come and go. But
I think there's definitely some twists and turns still, man.
There's going to be more twists. Look, you know, DT made a funny point. What happens if all of you drop points with each other and Aston Villa keep winning? I mean, I know it sounds.
Do you really think Villa is coming to the Etihad to do something?
I know it sounds Willy Wonka. I really do. I know it sounds Willy Wonka, but just bear with me here. What happens if you two draw on the weekend? Liverpool, Man City draw, and Arsenal drop points, and Villa win? Hell no, Villa win. Hell no. In fact, scrap all of that crap. Villa ain't winning against Spurs this weekend. They've got Spurs. Scrap all of that. But let's go into Villa real quick. I don't know. I just got caught up in the hype and I've lost myself. But, guys, let's be real. Onome, Imran, Footballbantz, DT, whether I like it or not, I still think Tottenham will finish above Villa. I don't need to look at football to know that my team, my club, is much better than that dusty team. But 55 points is still 55 points. And really and truly, there's been a lot of disrespect to Villa on this panel from you guys in particular, because none of you have considered that Aston Villa is actually in this title fight. I'm just saying, they technically are. Imran, I don't know why you're laughing like this, but Villa
are in the top four. They're not in a title fight. They're in the top four.
Bruv, they're literally 8 points behind.
Villa went top.
It's huge in this title race.
It's huge, bro. You're talking about 8 points for City and Liverpool. 8 points.
Right.
I'm
sorry. You're expecting three teams to drop off. You're expecting 3 teams to drop off for Villa to be, counted in this title race. This is, come on, man.
That's two defeats.
I'm not.
That's 2 defeats or 3 defeats.
So I personally, and you call me a bit wild, but when you guys were 1-0 down, I was thinking, I did predict that I could see City losing 2 games between now and the end of the season.
Well, because we went 1-0 down to a stunning goal by Marcus Rashford.
Call it what you like, mate. It went in. I think City can lose 2 games. Do you not? All right, let me ask you, Imran, because you're laughing, Onome. Try and guess which 2 teams can beat Man City.
It's not going to be the teams that you think it is.
Listen, Imran, he's going to say Villa and Tottenham. He's going to say Villa and Tottenham. Watch him. Go on, tell us.
You're right. We could lose 2
shake the black ball.
It's not out of the realms of impossibility. It can. I'm not saying it's not possible. I did say to you that next 4 games are tough, and we need to get through those 4 games.
Who are your next 40, man? Sorry.
Liverpool,
Now you're asking me, right?
Liverpool,
Brighton.
Arsenal,
We've got
No,
Liverpool,
Brighton.
Arsenal,
We've got Brighton.
Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too much about Brighton now, but then after that we've got
Pinks,
is it Spurs
Arsenal.
after that? We got Spurs away after that.
There's Crystal Palace in there.
That's
Right, yeah.
that's 3
You know
points.
what? When I say 4, I was originally thinking United, but probably next 3 games I'd say no.
You don't think
Might as
Spurs is
well-
going to be a
might as well
test for you
extend
guys,
Might
no?
as well
You don't
extend
think
it
Spurs
No.
is going to be? You don't think
No,
Spurs is a
I
hard
don't.
game, no?
I don't.
This Onome guy, I don't know how he does it.
Right.
because
So this
he-
is it. This is what we've got. So we've got Liverpool, then we've got Arsenal, then we've got Villa,
Arsenal. Yeah.
and then we've got Palace.
Crystal Palace.
But
Where's
yeah,
Brighton, man? I thought you got Brighton as well.
Next 3 games, I'm gonna say.
and then Spurs.
Oh, postponed.
No. Then it's not even Spurs. After that, it's Luton,
Okay. yeah,
Palace, then Luton, then Spurs.
long. Okay,
You got
so your
some
next
easy
3
running
games
in
is
it.
pretty
You got
dodgy.
the easy running.
Then
in
we've
it,
got
guys.
Wolves at home, Fulham away, and West Ham at home. Final 3 games.
No, long.
Easy
So,
games for you. man.
Bankable, easy games.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. We've got a good run in after that. That's what I'm saying. We just have to get through these next 3 games.
I'll tell you this now. We beat Liverpool. I'm telling you now, if we beat Liverpool, for me, it's a done deal because Arsenal are not going to beat us at the Etihad. That's all I'm saying to you. If we beat Liverpool, Arsenal are not going to beat us at the Etihad. So what does that mean for the title challenge then? If we beat Liverpool, we go top 2 points. Arsenal don't beat us, they still stay behind us, the 1 point or whatever
But you
they're
could
doing on their
lose to
end.
Spurs, you could lose to Villa.
We're not losing to Villa at home at the Etihad.
Have you ever lost to Villa?
All-
Have you not ever
all
lost
these-
to Villa?
We have lost. We lost to Villa earlier on.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
And you guys lost to them. And you guys lost to them the week after because you guys were giving each chance going like, oh, Villa win, and they whooped you as well. So
Yeah.
it's all good. Yeah.
No.
You
The
took
question
it-
was,
you
did
took
you
your
not
piece of the
lose
pie.
to Villa? That's the question. That was the question to you.
Yeah, and I
You don't need
replied
to
by
talk
saying
about
we
how to
did,
lose
and
it.
you lot lost the week after.
This is
I
it.
know that, but you don't need to tell me that. I'm just asking because I couldn't remember. This guy, man, seriously.
Okay, cool. So, are we, look, sorry, DT, to throw it out there to you, and it's
Go
not
on.
a power in you, and
You're
I
gonna
just
do
want to
it
know:
anyway.
is anyone going to show Villa any respect? I've been
No, Villa
trying.
in the top 4. No, I've got respect for Villa, man. They're in the top 4. I don't see them winning the league though. Yeah, you're fighting against a Man City. Yeah, for a start. Yeah, if you take out all of those teams, yeah, it's Man City that you're fighting against first and foremost. Yeah. Then you've got Liverpool in and around there. Obviously, Arsenal could go either 1 or 2 ways, in it. Do you know what I'm saying? They either win against Liverpool, lose to City. Sorry, we've beaten Liverpool already. Sorry, we could either go to City and beat them or not win. But as Onome said, if they beat Liverpool, then you know what? They're going to be in the driving seat, innit? You know, and City, when they're at the top, they know what to do, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
With 11 games left.
Yeah. So I don't, go on.
So don't forget that this season in the top 5, we've beaten.
You got
everyone
Europe as well.
bar
You're in Europe as
Liverpool.
well.
Correct. We've beaten everyone bar Liverpool already. So there's some precedent there in terms of what we've done. Agreed, they were both at home, and it will be slightly different when we go away. But I think Unai's shown his credibility already. And I think in terms of squad depth, we've got slightly better. We've got a couple of players coming back. I think Pau Torres. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was on there talking about Pau Torres. Everyone was,
And he's serious.
Giving
He's
me
serious.
daggers. Relax. Let me land.
He's serious.
Let me land with Pau Torres, because when he's been in the team, it's been the same way as it's been with you guys and Rodri. He's that influential on the game and in the way in which we've played. If we get people like him playing on a regular basis, I think we will start to see some more results like we did earlier on in the season. I don't realistically think that we will win the league, but I think we will be much closer than you guys are giving us respect for, because I think the teams that are left, the games we've got left, I think we'll take points. I can see us drawing against all three of the rest of you guys. So I can see us drawing against Man City, Liverpool,
Can you beat Spurs? Are you beating Spurs this weekend?
at
Because if
home.
you ain't got chest for Spurs,
At home against Spurs with Pau Torres back, I think we win 2-1.
no. Come, what's the chest, bro? I think
I'm being realistic. So
No,
I'm saying that because Maddison's back. Madison's about the only person that I give any sort of respect to. What's his name? Timo Werner can't score nothing. Son normally does quite well against us, but I think the high line, we caught them out so many times, and if we get that high line sorted, then he's just going to keep getting offside. So
okay, go on. But when you when you beat us, there was no Van der Ven, there was no Romero.
Yeah, but they haven't played it. They haven't had Ollie Watkins in top form. You saw what he did. What was it last game? Dougie Luiz. We're currently we are on top form. We've got all of our players playing to their top of their abilities at the moment. I think we're at the limit. Yeah, but if we can carry on where we are, I can see us doing damage against all of these teams.
I personally think it's cute what Aston Villa have done this season. Nice little Cinderella story. It's really cute.
Wow.
It's really cute. It's really cute. The one time where they it's cute. The one time when they I think they went top for like a weekend, or maybe because of their name being their name being an A or something. They had a nosebleed because it was uncharted. It's like when the Forex market is breaking records and you're thinking, whoa, it's not going to stay there forever. It's gonna come down because that's records, records high. So I think it's cute what they've done, but I can't see them pushing now to challenge these three teams that are above them. It's going to take a lot for you guys to come above any of these teams above you right now, because right now it's like the finish line is being seen now, and these guys are just like they're not caring about third down. They carry or fourth down.
Where do they? I'm going to ask this to all of you. Where does Villa finish for you this season, Onome?
I think they really, for the cuteness that they've shown, they really deserve to finish fourth.
This guy's cheeky.
But Spurs are going to challenge them. And you talk about a big game for Man City versus Liverpool this weekend. I think this is the cup final for you guys as well. They beat you. They beat you, right? Obviously, there's the league and there's whatever is happening behind the league, right? Whatever is happening behind the league between Spurs and Villa, right? This is the cup final. If Villa beat Spurs, I think that's it. I think they'll go ahead and finish top four, because your running is quite easy compared to Spurs, for example. Easier a little bit, right? So I think you beat Spurs this weekend, you go on to finish fourth. If Spurs beat you this weekend, I think it knocks the stuff out. I think it now comes to boys, it was nice, I think the Cinderella shoe went to one girl down the street kind of thing. So it's cute. Well done, boys, kind of thing. If Spurs
that's
beat
what
you,
happened with Man United. When we lost to Man United, I was like, yeah, it's done. And we bounced back. So every time we lose, we bounce back with another win. So even if we lose to Spurs, I still think we can finish fourth, because I can still see Spurs dropping points against some next random teams. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried even if we lose.
But you guys going to prioritize Europe, though, aren't you? Because Emery loves a European.
What Europe? Is the Conference League they're playing? Or is it Europa or Conference League?
It's the Conference League. It's the Conference League.
Okay.
But yeah,
Conference League.
Don't knock it, because
they're not going to
That's where
prioritize.
the drop off is going to be. I think at the moment there's that 5-point difference at the moment, and I was thinking.
Spurs got a game in hand.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I was thinking maybe Villa can hold on and finish in the top four, but then I'm thinking about Europe, and I think that could possibly be the bit of spanners in the works for you guys, because two games a week, and you'll be playing some tough teams as well. You may have to you may pick up a few niggles again, some injuries. It's gonna be tough.
I agree, because they've got Ajax on Thursday.
Yeah.
And they've got to field a strong team, surely.
Why?
What's the
It's
point?
the Conference League.
Yeah,
surely
but
they're going to prioritize finishing top 4 over the Conference League.
If you're
I've got a teacup in my house that looks like the trophy they lift in the Conference League, bro.
No, I hear you.
Oh, they're going to prioritize both.
Any given Sunday, you're going to say your strongest team against Ajax, surely.
So I think currently at the moment, with the kind of people we've got on the bench, so at the moment Diaby's not getting a look in. We've got Zaniolo, we've got still Yuri Tielemans. So I think we've got enough in the bank to be able to build a solid team against Ajax and come on Sunday and field Leon Bailey in our first place team.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what you're saying, DT. You're trying to talk as if Villa is like City. Zaniolo and Tielemans against
100%.
Ajax. If you stop those two brothers, you're going to get slapped.
Who's there in this Ajax team that we should be worried about?
Yeah,
Maybe
Henderson is there.
That guy's exactly. He's finished. And the worst part is he'll probably be on the plane as well. But yeah, you got people like Henderson, so we're not worried about.
And he's the star man. He's the marquee signing. So please, man.
And in the same way, Liverpool gonna field a couple of kids. We're gonna do. We might not field kids, but I think we'll field a weakened team going away and prioritize this game against Spurs. I think Spurs is the crucial one, and the fact that this is also away gives us a chance when we come back home against Ajax to kind of do them over. So I can see us fielding a slightly weakened team against these guys and going for it. I think we should be gunning for that top 4 position because there's no guarantees that 5th place is going to get Champions League.
I think slightly different, actually. I think because he's a serial European winner, it's probably a safe bet to win the Conference League. Villa fans would be happy to see a trophy of any kind because you guys are shameless. And actually, what you're doing if you finish 5th with Europa Conference League, that's
a good season.
That's not good. That's a fantastic season.
No, 100%.
Hold on. Let me ask Deji a question. We talked about this last week, Deji. Yeah, we talked about this last week when I offered you Carling Cup and finishing 4th, right? So now you're offering Villa, who's 5 points above you. You're offering them the Conference League and finishing 5th. Is that to please your narrative, or would you take that, Deji? Would you take finishing 5th and getting the teacup that I got in my kitchen?
Of course he would.
I can tell you now, for Villa fans, they are happy with that suggestion.
I'm asking you. No, forget Villa. I'm asking you. Would you take finishing 5th and getting the teacup in my kitchen? I can post it to you too. Free posting.
Hell no.
Don't lie. Tell the truth.
No.
This guy,
Hell no. Imran knows me well enough. Bro, I wouldn't even take the FA Cup though and finish 5th.
What? Do you know what? Hold on. Why is 5th? Why is 5th so bad? Because 5th could be a Champions League spot this season.
Yeah. For me, let me tell you what it is, Imran. I'm a traditionalist. You should only be playing Champions League football if you're a champion. If you're not a champion, what the hell are you doing there, in my opinion? And let's be real. I could just about stomach 4. I mean, 4 was already too much. Let's be real. I think 3 is probably about right. You know, if it was Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, I would say fair enough. The 3 big guns in the Prem right now are in the Champions League. That's probably about right. 4th is a stretch too far. 5th, we might as well just join that bloody European League that they were telling us to join because it's getting stupid. How can 5th play Champions League?
But don't forget the new format. So the new format, there's like 36.
I don't even understand the new format.
No, you know what? I would go as far as this though. If you won the Carabao and you won the FA Cup, you could be in the Champions League because it's a trophy. At least it gives winning those 2 trophies a little bit of weight. Oh, you win the Carabao Cup, you're in the Champions League. You win the FA Cup, you're in the Champions League. The reason why both those trophies are rubbish is because if you win the Carabao Cup, what'd you get? And if
you get a Carabao Cup.
You get what?
You get the cup, innit?
Yeah, rubbish. Do you get any European football with it?
No,
FA Cup, you do. FA Cup, innit?
FA Cup, you do.
With the FA Cup, you get Europa League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, rubbish. So if they gave us Champions League with those two, coupled with top three going into
But Spurs
the
are not even. Spurs are not even in any. Spurs are not even in Europe at all. So how are you?
No, what I'm trying to
How are
say
you
is,
giving your hand up?
I wouldn't be here if they grant the Premier League a 5th spot this season because of and that's dependent on what Arsenal and Man City do.
Yeah.
If they
all of
grant
them
us 5th,
things.
I will take it, but I won't be shaking my bum.
No, you will.
I'll just take it.
100%. You'll be twerking. You won't just
I
be
won't.
shaking.
Right. I won't be
You'll be
twerking. I'll just be. But I will say this though, Bantz, Footballbantz. If you don't win the league, I will be saying to you, there is no difference between Spurs and Arsenal. If you finish second and Spurs finish 5th, and we both make it to the Champions League with no trophy, then you have to admit, and I would like you to admit it now, that maybe Arsenal and Spurs are the same.
I can't hear you, bro. And that's, you know what? You see what happens when you talk rubbish, yeah? The computer bugs come out and shut you down, bro. They're doing it now. I can't hear you.
I'm just saying, if Arsenal don't win the league and Spurs don't win, and we get Champions League,
it's the same. It's the same. But we're
the
not,
same.
But no, we're not the same team though. But it's
No,
the
but
same kind
we're
of
on
finish of the
we're on
season.
par with each other.
For the season, yeah.
Okay,
The problem you have with these teams is that you guys want the big teams. Start to crawl first before you run. Like Deji, you haven't won a trophy in God knows how long. You cannot, in your rightful mind, be telling us that you're challenging. You want to win the Premier League, and you want, bro. How about try to win the Carabao Cup first?
Because it's
you understand? Just get used to a winning mentality. Get a Wembley trip on board. Just take a Wembley trip. Like buy a train ticket. Buy a train ticket and go to Wembley.
Can I
Do you know
tell
what I
you
mean?
what I hear? I tell you what I hear, and then I'm going to ask you guys quickly because we've overrun now. But what you're saying to me is, I'm in the club. I've seen that lovely looking thing over there in the corner. But you're saying, Dej, don't do it. Go for the friend you don't like first, and then work your way up to. I'm not moving out the way, bro. I want the team right now. That's what I think. Why do I want to just what? Why? And for me, I think Leicester City didn't just win the Carabao Cup, and then it was gently to the FA Cup before winning the league. They leapfrogged and just won the thing. And I'm saying that's what I want. I want Tottenham to do it. Leicester just win the big boy prize.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, that's fair enough. Would you take Leicester City's journey then? Win the league and be in the championship a few years later. Would you take that journey?
Yes.
Of course he would. Of course he would.
Would you?
He's thinking, man. He's thinking.
He's thinking.
100%.
Why?
This guy.
So you would. So if they offered you the league and they said in a couple of seasons time you're going down, you wouldn't take it.
I think it's worthless. What is the point winning the league to go down? That's dumb. I would never.
So you're shitting on Leicester's parade then?
I'd rather finish top 4.
That's a lie.
Let me tell you why quickly. I said the biggest mistake Tottenham made with Pochettino was getting rid of Pochettino.
Mate, that was the junction. That was the junction.
We were a legitimate big team. Imran, you knew you were scared to death when you saw Spurs. Bantz, you knew when Tottenham was coming. You knew everyone was shitting himself when Spurs was playing. And then we decided that a trophy was bigger than finishing high in the league, and we brought in Mourinho, and the rest is history. So when you say that to me, I would rather finish top 4, and people say, "Oh, but you're a typical Spurs fan. What a Spursy thing to say." But I want to be in the Prem. What is the point winning the Premier League to then be out of the league? Then the cussing's even worse. So you won now you're in the Championship. Now we can't stream. I don't want to be streaming with fans. No disrespect. I don't want to be doing like a pre-match preview with fans from
Norwich.
Peterborough, Ipswich,
Ipswich,
and bloody Norwich.
Cheltenham
That
managed to come up that
don't make
season.
for great television.
Cheltenham got promoted that season, and you got relegated in the same league.
Oh, nah, hell no. But look, guys, just 2 minutes of your time. Sorry, because I know it's short, but we don't need a big segment on this. DT, starting with you, Spurs. Your thoughts on Spurs? Are you panicking? Is he frozen?
He's frozen.
He's frozen, you know. He's bloody frozen.
He's panicking. Yeah, that's
He's
He looked
panicking.
like he was listening intently, but actually he's frozen. DT, are you there? Right, all right. So whilst we're waiting for DT to come back,
He's moving around though.
he's
moving in slow motion.
I reckon he's doing like that, you know, just
Bantz, quickly,
yeah.
Spurs.
Well, you can't put down Spurs as well, man. Do you know that? Yeah, you can't rule them out from that top 4 spot. The only difference is Spurs top 4. They know how to, like, they've been there, done the top 4 thing before. So, you know, with Villa, I'm not too sure. So, man, I hate to say it, but I think U-Man will do it, you know. Just about.
Okay.
You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think U-Man will take top 4.
Imran?
I hope you don't. I hope you don't, by the way.
Mate, if we don't, then you don't. If Spurs don't, as long as you don't win that, and I don't give a damn, to be honest. As long as you don't win, I don't care what happens to Spurs. Yeah, I'm shameless. I'm ready to take one for the team with my club if Arsenal flop. I swear down, I'm ready. I don't care if we finish 10th as long as Arsenal don't win the league this season. I'd even take 15th as long as you
take relegation. You take relegation.
I'll take
You take relegation.
Bro, I will
take
take
relegation.
Deduction as long as you don't win.
Take relegation to
I'll
League
take
2.
10-point deduction, not relegation,
Please.
but I'll take knocking points off. Imran, Spurs, Onome Spurs, DT Spurs.
Yeah, I sort of agree with Footballbantz. I think you can just about do it, and I think my justification is based on Aston Villa's focus on Europe. I think it's I don't usually say a focus on another tournament, you know, is a downfall for a team, but with the amount of injuries they've had this season, and you know some players are coming back, I can just imagine, you know, that they're gonna have some more injury issues the more games they play and the more deeper they go into the season. So I think and don't forget as well, Spurs, a lot of their key personnel are back now. And based on that, I think Spurs have got they've got a good chance to just pick Villa to the top 4.
Big up. Imran, do you think maybe Spurs could pip Arsenal to 3rd?
This guy.
You're pushing it now, bro.
That's not a pip, bro. That's not a pip, man. He needs more than a pip to do that, man.
Can I just say this before Onome comes in though? Arsenal have been consistent in every season where they have a 3-game losing run. They did it last year in the last 7 games. They did it the season before where I predicted they'd lose to Brighton, Palace, and Southampton. Arsenal are due to lose 3 games on the bounce.
Go on, which one do you predict?
If that happens, huh?
Predict the. Go on, tell me
which games we losing? Yeah, which 3 games we losing?
Well, which
okay, so the first game, the game that Arsenal are losing to City.
Yeah.
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 Arsenal.
Everyone agrees.
Arsenal are losing
agree.
to Spurs at home. Spurs are at home. They're going to get slapped by Spurs because we've got a 4-11.
Hold on. Did you say 3-game losing streak in a row?
Yeah,
or just
bro.
3-game losing streak? We ain't
Bro,
got,
you know what? Maybe this year it might not be 3 games in a row, but let me show you. Hold on. What's Arsenal's next 3 games?
Right, Arsenal have got Brentford at home.
No, not this week.
We've got Champions League after that.
Then Champions League, they're playing Porto, and then after that they're playing City after the Champions League game.
Yeah.
Then they're playing Luton at home. then Brighton away, then Villa at home, then Wolves away, then Spurs away, then Bournemouth. Then they got United. United is
Arsenal got some hard games still.
Do you want to know?
Arsenal got some hard games.
I think
gonna
that
tell
United
you.
game could be one of them because I know Arsenal have like it's a bit of a hoodoo you've got at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
No matter what form a team is in, when you have hoodoos in like certain stadiums.
Yeah, United always seem to like be up for
Still
the
got Chelsea
games.
as well.
I think
they're never up for their rivals, City, but they're always up for the Arsenal games.
so. I think Arsenal flop Wolves, Spurs, and who's the one out? Who was before that? Was it Brighton?
Brighton.
United.
United, yeah. I think Wolves,
They still got
Spurs,
Chelsea as well.
Wolves, Spurs, United. Arsenal flop those 3 games.
Okay, and if we don't,
Then you win the league.
Then you win the league.
well, based on those 3 games,
No, they don't win the league.
no,
They gotta come to the edge to beat us.
based on those 3 games. It's not based on those 3 games.
Yeah, I think Arsenal they tend to lose. They tend to flop 3 games in a row, and I think those 3 games in a row is what Arsenal flop. Because
What about
I
if
reckon
you-
Arsenal beat Porto at home,
All right.
so they're going deeper in the Champions League, and then now they're playing the Bayern Munichs, now they're playing the Real Madrids of this world, and then they got to play these guys on the weekend. The likes of Wolves can be irritating with Neto on the pitch. Brighton is not no joke thing, and Spurs, we will just want to rip their heads off. So for me, that little 3-week window could be Arsenal's downfall.
April's the month.
Yeah, we will see.
DT,
What do you know
man,
about
gotta
April?
do it, man. DT, you gotta
What
do
does
it. man.
Villa know about April?
Hey, listen,
What does Villa know about April, bro?
we're still in it, so you'll find out.
6th of April, you guys have to do this, man.
DT. Usually in April, your team and your players have booked their flights to the summer holidays.
True,
This
but
season is an exception.
just like last season, we were battling at the end, and we came through and got Europe, didn't we? So we came through at the end of the season, and I think Unai's
Where
continued.
did Villa finish
that
last season?
momentum.
Sorry, where did Villa finish last season?
We finished
Fifth, wasn't it?
above Spurs. I remember that much. I think
Did
we
you?
finished.
We gave you that spot. I think you finished 7th because we didn't want Europa Conference League.
So I think we finished.
progress,
I think we
there's
finished
progress.
seventh or 8th. We finished
7th, wow.
last season,
Spurs
That's
finished
crazy.
and
seventh.
that's the same season we had Steven Gerrard doing his nonsense.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
So we've come a long way. So when I come with chest, I'm coming with chest because we've maintained a momentum from last season. We've carried it through. We've had our injury problems. We've kind of, we've had our little blips, but we're much stronger than we were last season. And I think if we can keep people like Douglas Luiz and Ollie Watkins fit, we've got a good chance of maintaining at least the current form to keep 4th.
Yeah, it's
At
Watkins,
least.
Watkins.
What I think in terms of Spurs and Arsenal, back to the question, what I think is, yes, Spurs can do it. I believe, yes, Spurs can do it. But the obstacle and the problem Spurs have is Unai Emery. That's the problem they have. His mentality is different.
Big time.
And I think his mentality is sipping into the players already. That winning mentality is sipping into the players already, and they're just handling business. So I think the Villa that we're talking about that Spurs can pip is the Villa of the old, right? But this is Unai Emery's Villa. So I think that's the obstacle that Spurs will have trying to get past Villa, because at this stage of the season now, they're in such a momentum now that every player kind of knows what they're doing, and they'll pick up points and they'll win games. Like I said, it's a cup final down that side of the league this weekend. Do you know what I mean? It's a cup final. If you want the job done, I insist, if you want the job done,
Got to do it yourself.
stop talking about all these other fixtures where they can drop points or not drop points or whatnot. Do the job yourself. And that's why I come with chest when I say, we want the job done. We are going to Anfield this weekend, and we are going to get the job done ourselves. We're not relying on Anfield or anybody else we need to get the job done ourselves. Because I believe if we beat Liverpool this weekend, we are not going to lose to Arsenal.
Okay.
And that's why I talk with Chess. But in terms of that, I think Unai Emery is the problem that you have.
Well, let's finish on this note then. The two big games this weekend. Sorry, Footballbantz, but obviously you guys are playing Burnley, and that's not a big game.
Who?
Yeah. Who's
No, it's
Arsenal
not
playing this
Burnley, it's
weekend?
Brentford.
No, that's idiotness. That's a joke team.
That's not a big game.
Not a big game.
But
that's it. I think we can all agree Arsenal win against Brentford, yeah?
Yeah.
So can I quickly get predictions for the two big games this weekend? Onome, Man City, Liverpool, just to score Tottenham, Villa, quickly.
Man City, Liverpool, 3-1 Man City.
And Tottenham, Villa.
Tottenham, Villa, a lot more tighter. Tottenham, Villa, I would say Villa 2-1.
You're a madman. Footballbantz, Man City, Liverpool.
Difficult one. 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
Hoping.
Spurs, Villa.
Villa. Do you know what, man? This is a hard one as well. I think that's going to be a draw as well. You know, I'm doing the 2-2. I'm doing the Desmond 2-2s everywhere, bro.
I saw 2-2s and 2-2s. Not financial advice, but Footballbantz has gone 2-2s and 2-2s. DT and then Imran. DT.
So I think Man City will be a close one. I think it might be a 2-1 Man City. And I'll do it again. I'll go at home. We've been a bit dodgy, so I'm gonna say 3-2.
To who?
3-2 Villa Spurs.
3-2 to Villa.
Villa 3, Spurs 2. Will be 3-2. Same like we did against Luton. I think it will be that kind of game. We might end up going ahead and then having a bit of a squeaky bum time. So 3-2.
Imran.
You know what? On this Liverpool game, as this shows and transpired, and I've sort of we've talked about the weakness in Liverpool's side and the young players and all that stuff, and I didn't consider the young players, to be honest. I'm gonna actually go for 2-1 City,
2-1 City.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think overall, obviously, it's going to be tough, but if they've got the younger players playing, then I think we're winning this game. 2-1, and then with the Villa Spurs game, Villa at home, aren't they?
Yeah.
I say Villa.
Means nothing.
I'm saying 2-1 as well. Villa 2-1.
That's just real.
Sorry,
well, we'll see on Monday who's right. But I'm gonna go 3-1 Man City against Liverpool simply because it's Kelleher in goal and there's gonna be some kids. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but they still got a defense in front of them. They still got Canate and Van Dijk, man.
Yeah, but
you know, like they ain't got no good defense.
Yeah, but the firepower ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be purring. It's not gonna be as scary as if you had a informed Salah, informed Diaz, informed Nunes, informed Jota. Nah, it's not that, man. You know,
Anfield though,
Jota is the one as well. He's a problem for us.
And Jota is not.
They're at home though as well, man.
I don't give a fuck. They're playing kids. They're playing Bradley. They're playing Bradley and them man there.
We can't be that confident. Look, we can say
I'm not saying it's not good, but these fixtures, bro. I'm not saying it's not been good, but these fixtures, bro,
it's different.
It's different, man. It's different. It's a different kind of fixture, man. Do you know what I mean? It's different.
I think City slapped them, to be honest.
We're slapping them 3-1. I see us slapping them 3-1.
But I agree with DT. I think Spurs will probably concede, but I see Tottenham winning maybe 4 or 5-2 at Villa.
Wow.
I don't know why you're laughing. Because your team was fully dusty at the back. So don't be surprised if Spurs win 5-2.
Not against Martinez. He's not letting in that many goals.
It won't.
All right, no, jokes aside, 3-2 Spurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't believe that, do you?
On that note, Thank you very much. We've done an hour and a half. I can't believe it. I tried to keep it to an hour, but I'm a rubbish host with rubbish time. And big up to everyone that came through. Jay Greens, Why Not Spursy, Masood, AFC Always, Anthony Herbert, the people, all of them, Jay Greens, Alan Bennett, all these. Alan Bennett was going toe to toe with Imran tonight. That was quite funny to kind of see whilst this was going on. MUFC Global, big up to all of you. We will be back. Hopefully, a lot of us came on the show with chess because we all won this weekend, especially Bantz, who watched his team win 6-0. I hope for you lot's sake, when we see each other next week, Monday, you still have the same chest. As for me and DT, one of us...
It's not going to have the same chest.
One of us is going to be wearing a sports bra, and I wonder who that is.
Are you going to bring a Liverpool guy on? Are you going to bring a Liverpool fan on? Are you going to bring a Liverpool
Monts
fan
was
on?
supposed. Monts, what I think we will definitely, especially with the results on the weekend. We're going to have a Liverpool fan for sure. Monts was supposed to turn up. If not, we will have Ensman.
Where's Traps? Where's Traps? Why didn't he turn up today? But I was looking forward to seeing him.
Traps knew what time it was.
I was looking forward to seeing him. Because I rubbished him last Monday. I told him, and he was the one talking about, until Phil Foden nails down the position. He don't need to nail down the position when he's doing things like that, bro. I told him this last week.
I think it's fair to say we've had our first casualty on this show.
Yeah, he didn't turn up, did he?
I don't think anybody thinks Manchester United is going to finish in the top four. And on that note, I'll be dropping Traps a message. He can come and say hi to us on Monday.
Tell him the messages from all of us.
Yeah, I'll send him a message. Imran should tell. I think we should be sending Traps a message telling him that this coming Monday is the farewell show. We're gonna lose the first green bottle, peeps. The first green bottle is gonna be lost.
Invite him so we can say bye to him. Traps, we'll see you soon. Yeah. Cheers. Hold tight, bro.
Yeah. On that note, though,
we will be saying bye to one of you two mans up there too. Villa or Spurs. We're going to be saying bye to one of you two soon.
Yeah.
If Tottenham win, it's still game on, no?
Yeah, but if Tottenham don't win, I think it's bye to you, Deji. Yeah. I remember what we said, Deji. You still have to host the show, but you just have to be there with a camera and not say nothing to nobody.
Yeah. I'm open to that. If Tottenham lose this weekend, they're fully out. And on that note, I'll just be sending you WhatsApps and sending you the link, and that will be it. I'm going to find that extremely difficult. They best not lose. But no, guys, thank you. Big up to everyone. Lionheart, the best. Big up to all of you. Thank you. See you next week, Monday. Say it with chest. We all came with chest tonight, and I just hope that we can all come with chest, apart from DT, next week, Monday. On that note, good night.
Peace.
Done, yeah. Done,